Welcome to this one-day match between Australia and India at Canterbury. The outcome is that India have won. We have a lovely day with me in the commentary box. A big audience is waiting to welcome these two. So let's take a look at the team. India are about to start their innings. Hit straight to a fielder. Tendulkar facing. Stopped by Ponting. McGrath to Tendulkar. It's straight at Gillespie. Tendulkar waiting at the striker's end. Stopped by Lee. McGrath to bowl to Tendulkar. Those are the first runs for Tendulkar. Tendulkar facing. That's over the rope. 6 runs off McGrath. Tendulkar absolutely smashed that for 6.
It doesn't really matter if it goes in the air if you hit it that far.
10 runs came from that over by McGrath.
India are off to a flying start here. If they can keep it going, they're in for a large total.
Lee to bowl to Sehwag. Oh, that's gone a long way. That's the first boundary for Sehwag.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
Simons, after that one, flicked off his legs. It's straight at Simons. Just 1 run. Oh, that is an excellent shot by Tendulkar. He watched that onto the bat perfectly.
It was a good shot, but the bowler shouldn't be bowling at him now.
That's gone way into the stands. 6 runs. Lee won't like that at all.
The bowler won't like that one little bit.
Hit straight to a fielder. And the end of the over.
That was a costly over. You can't afford to concede that many runs off an over at this stage.
Stroked through the covers. That's racing away to the cover boundary. Sehwag moves into double figures with those runs.
A racking shot. He's in great form.
McGrath at the start of his run-up. It's straight at Simons. McGrath to bowl to Sehwag. Stopped in the covers. McGrath continues. It's straight to a fielder. Sehwag facing. Stopped by Simons. McGrath to bowl to Sehwag. Stopped in the covers.
A good mix of hitting and controlled strokes here today by India.
Lee continues. Four wides to India.
That was a very poor delivery. The keeper couldn't get near it.
Lee continues. Stopped by Gillespie. Lee to Tendulkar. Tendulkar facing. That's been given as a wide.
You can't get away with any width in one-day cricket because the umpire will call you for a wide.
Stopped in the covers. Lee continues. Hogg is after it. He's worked that into the gap. The sweeper picks up. That's 2 more runs on the board. Stopped in the covers. 8 runs came from that over.
This is what you'd call a healthy run rate. We'll see if they can carry it throughout the innings.
Another run to Sehwag. Hit straight to a fielder. McGrath continues. The fielder out there in the deep. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. Simons is in pursuit. An easy single there to Tendulkar. Lehman is chasing that one. Turned off his hips. One more for Sehwag. He's smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. Tendulkar is very quickly onto that one.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
McGrath now has figures of 3 overs, 0 maidens, none for 23. That's over the infield and racing away for 4. The 50 is up for India.
He hit that over the field superbly.
India will be pleased with the start to the innings. Gillespie is after it. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. Collected by Gillespie. There's just one there. Four wides to India.
That was very wide. The keeper couldn't get anywhere near it.
Lee continues. Sehwag facing. Racing away for another 4 to Sehwag. Super shot by Sehwag.
The bowler didn't do too much wrong there. It was just an excellent shot.
Gone, caught.
Well done, the fieldsman. He really backed up the bowler's effort.
Lee gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Sehwag scored 22 runs from 15 balls.
His team really needed more from him, so it's not good batting to get out now.
Picked up very early by Dravid.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
15 runs came from that over for India. McGrath to bowl the last of his allotted overs. Stopped in the covers. McGrath to bowl to Tendulkar. Gillespie is chasing that one, tucked off his legs. One run to Tendulkar. Four wides to India.
4 wides. That's terrible bowling. His captain won't be pleased at all.
McGrath to Dravid. Stopped in the covers. Dravid waiting at the striker's end. Hit straight at Hayden. McGrath to bowl to Dravid. Lee is after that one. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. A couple there to Dravid. Gilchrist is in to shoot, flicked away nicely. Fielded down at fine leg by Gilchrist. 2 more to Dravid. 9 runs came from that over by McGrath.
India are really taking the attack up to the bowlers, and the run rate reflects this.
Just 1 run. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Lee. Dravid absolutely smashed that for 6.
The straight drive is his favourite shot, and it shows.
Speeding to the boundary.
For all the kids watching out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the shot.
Lee continues. Gillespie is after it, pushed into the gap. Two more for Dravid. Stopped by Bevan. A single to Dravid. That's found the gap in the field. Another single to Tendulkar. That over helped the run rate somewhat. Hit straight to a fielder. Tendulkar facing. Lee is chasing that one, pushed through the covers. Tendulkar sending him back. It's straight at Hayden. Gillespie to bowl to Dravid. In the covers. Dravid facing. Dravid waiting at the striker's end. A very good over. Only one offered in the end.
Some exciting batting so far today. That's what the crowd came here to see.
Hogg to Tendulkar. Ponting, that one. Driven through the offside, stopped by Ponting. One more to Tendulkar. Gillespie is in to shoot. He's worked that into the gap. An easy single there to Dravid. Hogg to bowl to Tendulkar. Hogg to Tendulkar.
A good mix of hitting and controlled strokes here today by India.
Dravid facing. Dravid waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. Simons is after it. Fantastic work from Simons.
That went up miles. It had snow on it by the time it came down.
Gillespie gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Dravid. Dravid goes for 22.
That's disappointing. He got himself in and should have gone on to score more runs.
Gillespie to bowl to Tendulkar. Gillespie to Tendulkar. Gilchrist is after that one. The batsman will have to run these. Fielded on the boundary by Gilchrist. 2 runs to Tendulkar. 2 runs came from that over.
This is what you'd call a healthy run rate. We'll see if they can carry it throughout the innings.
That's over the infield and racing away for 4. India have taken their total on to 101.
What a good placement. No one at home, over the top for 4.
Simons chasing that one. India move on to 102. That's in the air, but it's 4 runs. That brings up the 100 for India.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Stopped by Gilchrist. Hogg continues. Hogg to Tendulkar. Nine runs were picked up from that over by Tendulkar.
India are showing off some delightful stroke play today, and the run rate is ticking along well.
Gillespie to bowl to Ganguly. Tendulkar waiting at the striker's end. It's straight at Simons. India, I think he was easily back in the crease there. Ganguly facing. It's straight to a fielder. Gillespie to Ganguly. He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs. India have taken their total on to 112.
He hit that over the field superbly.
He's cleared the infield. 4 runs. India have taken their total on to 116.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
10 runs came from that over for India.
Some good attacking batting here by India.
That's gone high in the air. Gilchrist is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Fogg gets his first wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. India are 3 down now for 116.
His captain won't be happy with him getting himself out like that.
India move on to 120.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
India move on to 121. India have taken their total on to 125.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
Martin is in pursuit.
Yes.
India have taken their total on to 127. Away. India move on to 128. 6 overs are left in the innings.
That was an expensive over for Australia.
India have taken their total on to 132.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
India move on to 133. Gillespie to bowl to Laxman. Oh, that is an excellent shot by Laxman. India have taken their total on to 137.
Really good shot there. Nicely timed and picked the gap perfectly.
Simons chasing that one. Stopped by Simons. India move on to 138. India move on to 139 and the end of the over. Ganguly facing. India have taken their total on to 143.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Hayden is after that one. That's cut behind square. India move on to 144. He's smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. India have taken their total on to 148.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
Laxman waiting at the striker's end. Ganguly facing. Gilchrist is out to shoot. Ganguly just guides the ball down to third man. Gilchrist doing the fielding. India move on to 151.
That was really good running by the batsman. Putting pressure on the fielders like that can lead to missed fields and extra runs.
The score is now 3 for 151.
India have been powering through this tournament and don't seem likely to let up.
India have taken their total on to 152. That was just inches from the stumps. Batsman will have to run these. India move on to 153. Over the top and away for 4. India have taken their total on to 157.
His straight driving is perfect at times.
It goes over the top. India move on to 161.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
And the end of the over.
Australia need to keep it tighter than that.
He's got that one over the infield and away for 4. India have taken their total on to 165.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
India have taken their total on to 169.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Lehman to Ganguly. That's over the infield and racing away for 4. India move on to 173.
A bit uppish, but safe enough, 4 runs.
Got it into the gap. India move on to 174. And the end of the over. His 50 has come up off 25 balls.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Simons continues. Bevan is after it. India have taken their total on to 179. An easy catch.
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Simons gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Laxman. India are 4 down now for 179.
That's not a good way to get out, and that will be playing on his mind.
Simons to Patel. Five runs came from that over.
India are really taking the attack up to the bowlers, and the run rate reflects this.
Ganguly waiting at the striker's end. Lehman to bowl to Ganguly. Comfortably held by Martin.
That was a lazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
Lehman gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. Ganguly makes his way back to the dressing room.
He did well out there and didn't let the ball...
Safely taken by Hayden.
That was a bad shot. He really seemed to lose concentration.
Lehman gets his second wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. India are 6 down now for 1-7.
Out first ball. He might just as well have stayed in the dressing room.
Nice shot down the ground. India have taken their total on to 180. Comfortably taken, no worries.
A slight fumble, but safely taken in the end.
That's the third wicket now for Lehman. This was the end of the innings for India. 7 down now for 180.
He's back in the pavilion with a big round 0 to his name.
At the end of the innings, India have scored 7 for 180. Australia are about to start their innings. Australia look very disappointed with that result.